Hello, how are you today? This is Jilly Bling, and it's early. It's in the 6 o'clock hour still. Still in jammies, still doing coffee, but I wanted to get the video done before Tony comes home because he has a cold or something. And so far, I'm not getting it, so I don't know what it is, but he's coughing a lot. So I'm going to try to get it done before he gets home. So, today's project is the final project using Honeybee Home, and here it is. Look at that. So, there's the Honeybee from Honeybee Home and the words, and these are from the stamp set Painted Poppies, and I love this set. I use it over and over. I think everything in here is, well, it's mostly on blocks, but you could tell it's well loved. And stylish shapes, that's for the circles. Painted Poppies to cut out most of these. And honeybee blooms, of course, for the honeybee. So let's get started. So this is like a fun fold. And you know, I noticed that if you get it closed all the way, this little circle nests right into here, and it's like it almost acts as a latch, which I think was just lucky, but I like it. Wow, that seems really thin, kind of skimpy. Let's see what we have. So designer paper, this is from the Heart and Home paper. You probably recognize this side, but the diagonal stripes. So fold the base paper in half. So I had all this sitting out since last night, so I'm hoping I've got everything here. Should always use snips. So this paper here is going to be stuck onto the top. And one note that's kind of important is put adhesive just around the outside edge, because when we cut out the circle, we want it to come free. Well, you know, we're not going to use the second circle, so it doesn't matter. Just stick stuff together however you normally would. You could tell what I naturally reach for. I try to use my little thing when I'm doing the videos, because this is a little sparkly and big. And I was a crazy adhesive driver. Okay, I think that's the only spot. Okay, so card front, put this on just like that. And then the dies, we'll use the circle dies. And I'll show you about these dies in a minute. It's for the flower and the bee, but it's no big deal. So there's 2 circle dies, and we're going to use the big one for right now because we want a big hole, so it will show off the layer of the black and then the white. The little hole, the little one is more for the white word sentiment. Okay, so when you go to run this through, and I'm putting it about midpoint. At first I had it up high and I was draping the flowers around, but then there's a big gap down here. So you could do it however you like, but I'm going to put it midpoint. So through your machine, put it on just like this, run it through. Because the designer paper is thin, there's no hesitation. You don't have to run it through multiple times, just the one time through is good. So there it is. And this we'll just save for something. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? These papers here. So the big one is black and the little one is the white, and we'll cut those out. They're right here. Okay, so let's get to doing the flowers. So in this one, I'm going to do in the center the big flower, and then off to the side 2 of these, and 2 of this leaf for here, and 1 of this leaf for right here. And a honeybee. So in the interest of time, I have these stamped in Memento ink, cut out using these dies. This one, that one. It's good that they give you 2 leaves, but see this little branch? There's no die in there. And I thought, oh, I have to be using it in some project box or something. But I looked it up, and it never came with one. So the die set is called Painted Labels. So there's 2 of that leaf, the flowers, all kinds of other pretty stuff, but not this one. I know how you all like cutting. So we have to cut out 1 item, or it depends on how many you stamp of this little branch leaves. And I was using Parakeet Party. This project, I know it's a little bit loud. I guess that's how I was feeling yesterday evening, but I like it. Okay, and I left 1 to color in, because I know how you like just a little bit of coloring. I wouldn't take it, doing all the coloring, that took a little bit. I wouldn't have you wait for all that. So I like to start with the dark, and I color in. I'm thinking these areas are fresh from the bud, so they get to be dark. Bo is over there sleeping on the couch, and he's like, Mom, this is our morning time. We usually watch Good Morning America, but not today. I put it on pause. What's kind of fun about that, I've been doing it the past few days, is when I put it on pause, I have a little bit of coffee to get started, and then go take a shower, come back, and when I take it off of pause, I could zip right through all the commercials. And Good Morning America is done at 9 o'clock. And when I do that, fast forward through all the commercials, I'm done right at 9 o'clock, and I already have my shower in. I like that. So I like to do 2 layers of each color. Oop, coffee is done. That means Tony's been up for 2 hours already, and it's 7:05. He was coughing all night long. This morning I said, "How you feeling? You gonna take a nap?" He's like, "No, I think I'm over it. I think I'm better." I was like, "Oh, I don't know about that." Oop, I got it over a little. That's okay, because Poppy Parade Light. It's going to be everything else. And like with the dark, I like to do 2 layers of color. It'll take me just a minute. Oop, I got out of the corner again right there. I would blame it on the coffee, but I haven't had much yet. So it's Father's Day weekend. I haven't done a thing. I was joking with Tony and I said, "Hey, you want to have a big old party?" And he looked at me and just goes, "Oh." He sounds bad. I wonder if I'm not getting sick because I did that second booster. I said, you should take a COVID test because you know you could get COVID tests online for free from the government. They pay for it. All you have to do is, I think, just go to covidtest.com and type in just a little bit of information, just so that they know where to mail it. And I did the first round, and then I heard, you're eligible for a second round, which is, I guess because there's just the two of us, 4 tests. So I did it, and there's 2 new boxes and then 1 left in the other box. But he doesn't want to do it. I don't know. Boys. Okay, so you could definitely tell just 1 layer and 2 layers. So after I do the second layer, then I go over the seam, kind of make it a little bit blended. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do a second layer. And then still looks lighter. Then go over the seam. Okay, looks good to me. So that's Poppy Parade, and I tried all different kinds of colors. Remember mango? Mango would have been the perfect color for this project. Iridescent rhinestones. So this is the inside paper. It's cut to 5 1/4 by 8, and I would say let's fold it and then fold it, but that's what I did on this one. And when I was trying to stamp in the corner, guess what? Didn't stamp good. And if I hold this up really close, you could tell I put a little patch right in the crease and then right here, because these two didn't stamp good at all. Nor did the stem, but I'm not going to patch that. So, if you can, remember, stamp, then do the folding. And on this one, I wish I had dropped the poppy field lower so that it was off the edge of the paper. Then I would have had more room for my little bees to show. And I wish I stamped this one lower. So let's see what we can do. So this flower, I love this flower. It's just so pretty. I guess there's a reason the stamp set has been around for a long time. And look how perfect it stamps. I love that. Okay, and then here's the big one. I'm going to try to stamp it off the edge. Like way down here. I tried to. That's even going uphill. Well, at least I'm consistent. Oh, yeah. So you know what? We could pretend like I did it just the way I wanted to. Because that one's already done and colored. Almost. So there's just a little left to go. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to start with the dark. Just like color the center of the poppy. And I'm not trying to do each leaf because these are so tiny, and I think they're kind of overlapping. The petals, and it's too hard to figure it out, so I'm just kind of winging it. I'm trying to do my 2 layers of color. Then Poppy Light to finish it off, finish it in. So on the sample card, I didn't color the green stems at first, and I'm like, why does it just look so black and white with hints of poppy? I'm like, well, I can't color the stems because there's no color in spot, they're just a little stripe. So I went over them, like we'll do in just a minute, but I tried to do it as thin as I could, and I like how it turned out. And I still have to do the bees and color them in, but that won't take too long. I couldn't do them in advance, which I would, because I had to fold the paper. Isn't that just adorable? I love that stamp. I love this set. Okay, and then Parakeet Party, and just kind of, and I was just doing the stem part that goes down. I didn't do the little branches that come off the flower stem. Isn't that just happy? Just a happy card. The fun fold is super easy. Okay, that's all that's to it. Okay, so let's do the bees. So to do the fun fold part, fold it in half. Then fold it in half again. That's all that's to it. It's kind of a shame that the circle, well, the cutout die cut circle somewhat covers the branch, but I think because I dropped it down lower, it will not cover it. Okay, and then it's like, how do these little dots get everywhere? I mean, everything is clean. There's no reason for that. And the bee, let's do. The bee right in the middle here. And I was trying to make it look like there's a few cards that are out there using this bee, and I love this look. Just like that. Oh, and then we need the sentiment. Gosh, after all this work, I hope I do it okay. You're the nicest. I should wait for that to dry. Or I think my memento pad, I re-inked it and it's really inky. Because looking at this, I could see some of them are still wet. Okay. Good. Got it. See that? I don't know what to do to make it less, but it works pretty good. Maybe that's why my paper is inky. There's more on there. So what I'm going to do with that stamp pad is take another memento ink pad and just set it on top upside down. And hopefully some of the ink will move to the other pad. Okay, so hopefully when I color these, the ink doesn't smear because it's a little bit heavy. So To color the bee, I'm using saffron. The other one I did daffodil, which I like, but this one I'm trying to do a little different, a little bit softer. So I'm going to do the head and the body. And you know, for the last project, or maybe it was a project before, I looked up, what does a bumblebee look like? Because I'm like, which little stripe gets colored black? Because it's supposed to be black and yellow, right? And a bumblebee, it's more kind of like he has little brown hairs all over everything. And he's a hint of yellow, but not solid yellow, and not a definite stripe. Oh, you know, I did all dark. That's okay. It's such a small area. It's not like the flowers where I should do the blending. I think I need more coffee. So this is granite, and I'm going to pretend like, or did I get slate? This is dark granite. So I'll do the feet with this, and just a few of the little shadow areas with the granite. That looks good if I don't go all the way down, because it's almost impossible to color those tiny little zones with the marker. Trying. I don't know that it's worth it. Well, that one worked. Okay, you could get them if you want to. But I think it looks good if you don't. But now that I started, I think I need to be consistent. Oh, I did a smear. Oh, man. Yeah, I need to work on that memento pad. That one is bad. Okay, just the top part. Good thing there's a color lifter. I'm disappointed by that smear right there. Just a little bit of color, just so I could say it's done. Okay, and then for the shadow part, I'll just go on one side, maybe kind of accentuate the stripes. Oh, forgot that leg altogether. Okay, and the wings are going to get a hint of pool party. Just a little bit of color. Because pool party's so light, I don't think I need to blend it out. Okay, I think we're done with coloring. Oh, well, do you all have a sand eraser? Sand eraser feels like sand, but sometimes it will take off like the top layer of paper, and it'll make the paper a little bit rough, but I think I don't know, just leave it alone. Okay, so this will go like that. And it will go into here. Okay, let's be smart about this. If I'm smart, I'll put the glue right on here. Ziggle zaggle. then this goes, well, that was easy. Can I remember to do that all the time? Okay, just like that. And then let's put the circle in. Oh, I didn't stamp the circle yet. Where's that? Stay wonderful. I love those words. Stay wonderful. Going to do it off to the side. So when I did the first one, I have a hair on it. I don't know if I want to do the other side though. No, I'm just going to leave it. I was feeling artsy fartsy, and I did it off to the side, and then it allowed room for the flowers. Oh, and the flowers. I should have looked up so I could give someone credit, because on a different project, see, this is what's great about you guys in your comments, and thank you for those that always comment. There's a few of you, and it just completely brightens my day. I try to tell you, so I hope you know. But in the comments, here, let me show you the problem first. The problem is, you put this on, and all these on. Okay, they look great, but when you open up the card, it looks bad. Doesn't look good at all. And you know what she said? She goes, just put another piece of paper back there. So, gosh, the person who said that, send me a comment, because I need to give you credit. Because, look at this one. On the inside, it just looks like white. I didn't do these up here. So I have a die cut, just plain old die cut, and I'm going to put it right here. My plates are dirty. And I noticed it has a little bit of a ridge, so you could just flatten it out. So little of it's going to be seen that I don't know that it matters. But this is a perfect fix. Let's see if that little dot is even going to show. So, little flowers, you're going to get doubled up. I guess mostly around the edges is what matters. So today Mama and I were going to go do our eyelashes finally. Today is the day. I said, I don't know, this is kind of expensive. I don't think that I'm going to keep up with it. But then the other day we did nails, and the color she got, it's like this poppy color. It's really bright. She's like, I don't know. She goes, remember how your guy, I was talking about in the last video, how my guy is so intuitive. He's a very smart guy. Anyhow, he put a layer of shimmery over it, which really calmed it down, changed the look of it. She's like, I think I need a layer of shimmery. So, sent him a text saying, Mom wants shimmery on hers. He's like, oh, it's a quick fix. Come on in. So, before we do eyes, we're going to go back and do nails. But the reason I mention that is because he said, yeah, yesterday was my birthday. And his wife, Kayla, sits right next to him. And she made him a cake. But I said, oh, I want to give you a birthday card. Because you know I have plenty of cards. And he's like, you make cards? I'm like, yeah. So he pulled me up online. He's like, oh, that would be great. So we need to go. I need to go and find a birthday card, but I have no idea. All I know is they have a little dog. Kayla makes cakes, but I don't know anything about him. I guess if he's a homeowner, he has to do gardening. I don't know. It's like, how do you know? I don't even know what I have handy. Stay wonderful. Oh, I put this to the other side. Well, I'll pretend like I planned that. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to go right here. So I'm going to put adhesive. If I flipped it over, I know I wouldn't have it in the right spot. But if I put it right here through the window, I know it's in the right spot. Oh, and I am covering up just a little flower. But that's okay. I don't want it too thick, so I'm going to kind of spread that out. Stay wonderful. Okay, and there it is. Love it. Okay, so these are going to go. It's like, is there an up or down to it? And because I have that little backing on it, I could put them up higher this time. So, dimensionals, this whole rim, I know, is going to be loaded with flowers. 3 flowers. But I had to tuck the leaves in. So I know I'll need to kind of beef that up a little. So how about this one? Go here. It's like I don't know what's right side up or upside down. This one, I want to kind of tuck it in. And then because they have that backing on them, I could put them anywhere, and I know they're going to look good. Like that. Okay. You know, before I put too many on, I should figure out these. I like how that curves around up there. But I didn't cut out another one for the back, so it'll be seen a bit. Parakeet Party, my new favorite. And I thought Granny Apple was my favorite. Changing ways. I need a half. Okay, but what about this half? It could go right here. Then, a little glue for underneath the flower. The one I took the time to cut doesn't even stick. Doesn't even go there. Okay, might use it on something else. And a couple of these. Just like that. Okay, and the bee. Can't forget the bee. That's what this project is all about. Honeybee Home. So this is a Gotta Have It box. If you purchase the bundle from me, I will mail you, send you all these card kits, and this is the 5th one. So it's lots of, that's 5 card kits to make all these different projects. Look at that. I love this card. Ooh. Okay, so how about a little bit of, will this one do the latching thing? Yep. So I'm going to put on 5 bling. Today is a 5 bling morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, one more. Has to be in odd numbers. 5. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So there it is. They're very similar. Now the flowers are placed a little different. These are closer together. The circle's different. But that's it for today. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.